Hello from New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Louisiana.
Or New Orleans.
Nolans. We are in the Garden District today. We didn't see that, or this area, the last time we were in New Orleans, and Anne Rice's house where she wrote Mayfair Witches, or about Mayfair Witches, and this whole area is really rich with history, you know, Vampire Lestat if you're into Anne Rice books, etc., etc. So yeah, we're going to do a self-guided walking tour today. I'm bringing you along, and it is currently a balmy 14 degrees, blue sky.
For our American friends, that's 58 degrees.
There you go.
So it's a little bit chilly.
A little bit, yeah. But it's still beautiful. The sun's out. There's no snow.
Exactly.
And yeah, so we're gonna get touring. You can see how old this part of New Orleans is by how crickety-crackety, wobbly-bobbly the sidewalk is. Okay. It's descriptive. We are on our way to the Jefferson Davis house.
Who's Jefferson Davis?
He's a president, wasn't he? I think. Yes. He was the president of the Confederate States.
Okay. So we looked for the Jefferson house, couldn't really see it.
Yeah.
I think that's the one that's under renovation, so that's kind of a bust. Now we're looking for the Anne Rice house, which is 1239.
Could be.
Look how the tree has bent the wrought iron fence. And grown around it. Like, wow.
Oh, there's a placard coming up. This could be it. You can see if you look through the gate, they've got the gas light still going, so they're still powering gas lights in this area.
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous. It's supposed to be pink according to the guide, but I guess they painted it.
So whose house is that, sorry?
Joseph Carroll was known for throwing fancy and often raunchy parties with important guests such as Mark Twain. Think about it. Mark Twain partied in this mansion and maybe even found inspiration in its walls. So these are the Seven Sisters, 2329 Coliseum Street. And there's a legend that says a man had 7 daughters and built these houses for them as wedding presents to keep them close. It's actually less romantic than that. These houses are row houses, and they're also called shotgun houses, so called because of their layout. You could fire a gun through the front door and it would literally go straight out through the back. And a lot of houses in New Orleans are built that way, but these were built here to encourage lower income families to be able to buy into this type of house and live in the Garden District. So there's 8 of these houses.
And that's why they're called the Seven Sisters.
Right.
Because there's 8 of them.
And there's 8 of them. Yeah.
Okay. So Elvis Presley, he lived in a shotgun house as well. Hell of a lot smaller than this. But, like, that's where Elvis was born. That's not where he lived his final days. That was Graceland. Anyways.
We're now at the Buckner Mansion on Jackson Street. It is massive. Like, we just came around the corner and it takes up, what, half the block?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just huge. mansion was seen on season 3 of American Horror Story and again on season 8, Apocalypse. It's one of the most photographed homes in New Orleans, and it was built in 1856 by Henry Sullivan Buckner.
And look at the size of these trees. They're massive.
Bradis Johnson House, but it has served as the private all-girls school since 1929.
Who's that guy?
And this is Toby's Corner. I don't know who Toby is. I'm going to tell you in a minute.
Toby Keith?
This is the oldest house in the Garden District in New Orleans. It was built in 1838 by Thomas Toby. And unfortunately, he lost the house to foreclosure in 1858, and it was bought by Thomas Dugan for his daughter. So this is the oldest house in the Garden District. Wow. Over 100 years old. 1838, 19... Wow, yeah, a couple hundred years old.
Yeah.
So this is Women's Opera Guild. The mansion was built in 1859 for merchant Edward Davis, and then it was purchased by the Siebold family, who then willed it to the Women's Opera Guild upon their deaths in 1965. It's been in several big Hollywood films, including Elsa and Peter, as well as Django Unchained.
Oh, really?
Today, the Women's Opera Guild Mansion is available to rent for weddings and social events. Ooh. Want to rent it?
No.
It's a Gothic cottage built in 1849 and is still considered the only Gothic-style home in the Garden District. It's not as massive as the other neighboring homes. The contrast is part of what gives it its charm. It was also the first in the Garden District to have indentured servants and free men of color as workers instead of slaves. Next up is the Sully Mansion. I'm wondering if that's like Sully from X-Files, Sully and Mulder, you know?
That was Scully.
Oh.
Sully is from Monsters, Inc.
Oh.
Yes. So this is a monster house. Sue's been doing the whole city tour thing and everything like that, so I'm going to do this house. Sully is the blue monster from Monsters, Inc. And this was his house. And it was built just after he was born in 1995, I do believe it was. And this is where he got his blue hair. How close was I?
Not at all, but that's okay. We'll go with that. It's a bed and breakfast now.
Now this is Colonel Schwartz Villa.
Yeah.
So you know the Schwartz smoked meat? This has nothing to do with it.
No, because he's short and that's Schwartz.
Oh, I thought this is Schwartz.
No, Colonel Shorts.
Shorts, okay.
Shorts, like me.
Alrighty, so yeah, this has absolutely nothing to do with Schwartz smoked meat.
Oh dear. So the Lafayette Cemetery number 1 is officially the most filmed cemetery in New Orleans. It was named after the city of Lafayette, which would become the Garden District. This cemetery has been active since 1833, and there's approximately 7,000 people buried here. It's apparently closed for renovations. But I think I saw something about tours, so I'm going to check that out because we are going to do a cemetery tour of whatever cemetery is open to let us tour.
So this is the Commander's Palace restaurant, and it is apparently the most haunted place in New Orleans.
Yeah, most haunted locations. The food at Commander's Palace is famous for a reason that has won a variety of awards. Two of NOLA's most famous chefs, Paul Prudhomme and Emeril Lagasse, have gotten their start here.
So this house here, the yellow house, this is Big Bird's house.
This is Benjamin Button's house. I don't know if you guys remember the movie The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, but this is where this was filmed. And it's an 8,000 square foot cottage. And it's been owned by 3 generations of the Nolan family. Actor John Goodman has resided here since 2005 after he purchased the home from Nine Inch Nails frontman Trent Reznor. Goodman is known for his role in the post-Katrina HBO series Treme and for his role as Dan Connor on the hit TV show Roseanne. So John Goodman owns.
Hi, John.
This is the Walter Grinnan Robinson House, and it is one of the Garden District's largest estates at around 12,000 square feet. I wouldn't want to clean that.
I don't think a Dyson battery would last for the whole thing.
No.
Dyson, that's a challenge to you. See if you could get a battery that'll do this whole house in one shot with one of your cordless vacs. It'd probably be like a car battery.
It was built in 1859. This 2-story home is best recognized by its wraparound porches on both floors and its distinctive curved sides. It was one of the first houses to have running water. And currently is the home of Mickey Loomis, the general manager of the New Orleans Saints. Go Saints!
So behind all these hedges, this house here is Sandra Bullock's house.
Right.
John says hi, by the way.
She's owned it since 2009.
Alrighty, so that was a very cool tour of the Garden District. A lot of cool old houses and a lot of history. Something that Sue is really into. Me, I just think it's cool, whatever. But we did a lot of walking, and now I'm hungry. So we're at Molly's. What is it called again? Molly's Rise and Shine.
Yes.
That's what it is.
It's on the corner of First and Magazine Street.
It's cool too because we have a trophy. You don't have a trophy? No trophy, no table. So I guess they come out and give it to you and take your trophy away.
Yes.
It's just so that they know that you paid. Most people just have a number. We have a numbered trophy. And it's a pool player too. Garland, that's for you.
I thought you guys won a trophy. I didn't even think of my weekend one. I go, oh, they congratulate you. I thought it was that good.
You have the chicken biscuit sandwich.
Thank you.
And then for you, they put the sandwich between 2 hash
Oh,
browns.
how awesome is that? Thank you.
Just grab that trophy from you real quick. Thank you.
Thank you.
That rocks. I'm not
Look at the
gonna-
size of this thing. That's not a sandwich. It's got a little cactus.
I got a American flag. This is funky food. Spicy?
Very tasty. I don't know if you guys want to watch us eating all this, but we'll let you go now. We'll see you guys in the next video.